where God's presence resided, in the Holy of Holies. And the people that were going to go into there were unclean. And so they needed to be washed. And before Jesus did that amazing thing on the cross, that paid the price and did the purification for us, if we choose to accept that, they needed a symbol of purification. And they would wash. And they would wash in these special utensils, big bowls with water and cleansing fluids that had been prayed over and blessed and sanctified. And these bowls were sanctified. They were set apart for special use. So that when kids in the neighborhood, Joe Benner, Allie, they're like, hey, let's have a mud fight. We need to get a big bowl and put dirt in it and put water in it and we'll just make all mud. We'll throw it at each other. It'll be awesome. I don't know where to get a big bowl. I saw one in the temple. Let's go get it. Somebody would stop them and say, no. Those bowls are not for that use. Nothing wrong with the mud fight. Except that those bowls, they've been sanctified. Those are used for special use. And the Bible says, 1 Thessalonians 5:23, may the God of peace sanctify you and you and me. Not because he needs another bowl. No. He wants to sanctify you for his special use. Set you apart for his use. Not for your use any longer. Not for your friends' use. Certainly not for our culture's use. But for God's special use. He wants to sanctify you. And what happens in a purification process is you don't just dabble. I was on a retreat not too long ago and the kid said, yeah, I took a shower in the sink today. I said, my man, I think you're confused about the definition of a shower. He said, no. I grabbed some holy soap and I put it on me. And then I threw some water on me, like this. It was good. There was no hot water, so I thought that shower would do. I said, you're still using this word shower. That's not a shower. There's nothing showering about that. That's spritzing. You spritzed instead. That's what you did. And my man, your spritzing did not have the desired effect that a shower would bring. This was day 3 of the retreat. My man was in 8th grade. You ever know any 8th grade boys? I want them spritzing. I want them immersing. You know what I'm saying? That's how I got baptized. I don't know how you got baptized, but when I got baptized, the pastor said, come all the way in. And I stood there, and he said, are you ready to give your whole self? Because this love, so amazing, so divine, it demands your soul, your life, and your all. Is that what you're saying you want to do, Mr. Dean? And I said, yes, I'm in. And he said, to get all the way in the water. And then he did what's very strange, because in any other context, it would be considered assault. He grabbed the top of my head. He grabbed my face. He popped it like a basketball. And he put me into the water and he held me there. All the way under. My underwear soaked. Every part of me soaked, immersed, all the way in. Because this love is so amazing and so divine, it would demand my soul, my life, and my all. There was no spritzing. I couldn't just dip my toe into the pool and say, thank you. Oh, I think I'll have another. That's not how this works. May the God of peace sanctify you through and through, all the way through, so that there's no more me, only him. There's nothing casual about that. My greatest fear for you is that you've heard this, you've seen it, but you've gotten into the habit now of dabbling, dipping tasting. See, but God doesn't want an appetizer. He's not interested in just a little, The Bible says God is an all-consuming fire. He wants to consume you. Consume, meaning use up. There is no more. If you go to your home and you go into your little pantry and you pull out the box of Cheez-Its, and you open up the bag and you say, Jesus, you're my friend. I love you. I've been thinking about you all day. And you take out a handful, and you close up the bag and you put it up on the shelf. You have tasted Jesus. And it's good. What are the other ones? The other ones are nasty. What are they called? There's Jesus and then there's another thing. What are they called? They're terrible. Oh my gosh. Somebody trying to copy Jesus? Fail. Stop it. Just stop it. You have something as good as Jesus. You just stop. You know, you did it. You guys did it. So you taste the Cheez-Its, but you've put the box back. See the real Cheez-It fan? The real Cheez-It fan takes the box off the shelf, and the only other place that box is going is in the garbage when you finish it. Because you've consumed all the Cheez-Its. I know some of y'all put that empty box back on the shelf, and a couple hours later, your mom comes and goes, "Who put this empty box? That is not a problem." I don't know, I just consumed a lot of Cheez-Its. I can't even see it. God's not interested in just having the appetizer. He's not interested in a handful of you. He's one day. I thought I was so cool, so religious. He took me out to lunch, Howard Chambers. He took me out to lunch to friends. And I could happily report to him that I had recently made God first place in my life. And he didn't blink an eye. He said, well, that's unfortunate. So I'm sure that's what. So for sure, he'd be like, hey, I've been preaching about that forever and I've been doing it. But no, number one. Not really how he talks, I don't know why. In my mind, that would have made me feel better, right? But he just, that's unfortunate. Because God's not interested in being first place in your life. He would move up the ranks like third place, second place. Ooh, did I make it in the first place and stretch his life? Hey! Oh! Give me a crown and a ribbon and a medal. Oh, take a bow, sing my anthem. Yay! I'm sorry, did you really think I was just waiting to get there, to arrive in first place in your life? He's not interested in that. He wants you. He wants the whole thing, and he wants to consume your life. We sing this chorus at our church. My heart and my soul, I give you control. Consume me from the inside out. That's what he's interested in. Make God peace. Sanctify you through and through. You giving your life over, God purifying you and saying, I set you apart now. All the other stuff is silliness. But my business is now what you were created for. And life starts to make sense. Sophomore year in high school, we're taking a social studies class, and we're the sophomores. If you're a sophomore, stand up.